This is Jenn Taiga doing an interview for, what are we calling it? Jacktown Rundown?
Yeah.
Okay, so just talk me through your setup, I guess.
Alright, sure. So I'm playing with 5 synthesizers, right?
Yeah.
I've got a Korg Prologue 16. I've got a Moog Subsequent 37 running through a Ross Distortion Phaser combination. Earthquaker, Sun, Life Pedal V3, and a Mini Foger delay. I've got a Moog Minitar running through a second Moog Mini Foger delay being sequenced by a Korg SQ64. I have a Sequential Circuits Take 5 and a Korg ARP Odyssey, all running through a Mackie 802 VLZ mixer.
What is your favorite out of all of them?
What is your favorite child?
That's a very good point.
I'm not, especially while they're within earshot, because the others will misbehave if they hear I have favorites. I can't do that. That's unethical parenting.
Okay, understandable. So you're out here stabbing your children?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just, spare the rod and all that, right?
Yeah, I did like that, man. That was really interesting.
Thanks. The reason I do that actually is practical. They articulate differently than using a hold function or sustain pedal. Because when you remove them, which I didn't do tonight because I've been improvising all my sets, but I do sometimes, you can remove one of the notes while having the remainder sustained.
Yeah.
You can't do that with sustain pedal or hold function, so it's actually practical. And I just happen to have a shit ton of knives on me, so it makes sense. This one's actually custom. This is a Buck 119 that I had made special just for me. The handle is made of black palmwood, and the handle is made of MagnaCut, CPM MagnaCut, that is. But the rest of them are just standard production levels. Keith Emerson used to do it in the 60s and 70s, so he's been doing it since before either of us were born, rest his soul. Yeah, he used to stick him through his Hammond M3 right before he'd throw it across the stage and then get stuck under it because he was a twink. Am I allowed to say that on here? Sorry.
I'm sure you can, yeah.
Too late anyways.
The other effects units, was the distortion going out of the subsequent 37
So
exclusively?
I had that running through 2 distortions.
Okay.
There's the Ross Distortion Phaser, which is a phaser and a distortion pedal.
Yes.
And then there's the Earthquaker Sun Life E3, which is a really souped up rat, an octaver, and a 60 dB boost. So those were both hitting the sub 37 at various points, in addition to the various gain and drives in the synthesizer.
Okay.
Gain staging is important to me. I also had a little bit of gain from my mixer going on. Not a ton, but just enough to give it a little bit of bam,
Yeah, I do like that.
Is there anything you'd like to promote for your tour? Your album, I believe it is?
Oh yeah, I released an album a couple weeks ago called Sanguine Descent. You can get the digital off of my Bandcamp, jenntaiga.bandcamp.com. And after my tour, which is going to be ending on July 26th, I don't know how quickly I'll post these up, you'll be able to get them through Fiat Productions on both cassette and CD.
Well, good luck with the rest of your tour.
Thanks, I'll need it.
Okay, so we got Grave Member and some help.
Absolutely, I got my buddy.
I am the help.
Juliano Rios. He's gonna.
Hello.
He's a chaos bringer, whatever you want to call that. A lot of destruction and chaos.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, kind of like that. So, tell me about what you got going on here.
Well, it's all kind of a random bit of, again, I'm going to use this word, chaotic stuff. So really what we're starting with, to kind of simplify it, to make it one thing, we're starting with like a clock, right? So we've got this pulse. That's going to be our heartbeat, right? So we can take the heartbeat, the clock, and I'm feeding that into something called a molt. So this molt can now split that clock, and I can use it kind of like a mixer. So you can put all your channels and then just kind of split it. Once we do that, we can feed that into different sequencers. So I can use this clock to sequence like the D-fan, which is really fun. I can
It's a
use
really
it,
fun drum melody.
right?
That's important.
Which you have something similar to this, don't you? Don't you have the
I've got a drum root impact. It's nothing close to this.
But it's got the
That shit is nasty.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to get one.
it's got the CV input too.
It's got a few CV ins and outs, yeah.
But yeah, so you run all that, sequence and all that. Once you daisy chain all of them, I use that on purpose. We then put it into another mult, so I can extend it over to his land of
Levels and cock.
to his level land,
Yes.
and then it all kind of stays in sync, right? So whatever I do here will kind of flow, and it doesn't sound like it's just pure chaos. There's a certain level of connection to it, just keep it in time.
Keep everything synchronized.
We have the
Absolutely.
master over here. I'm the slave.
Interesting.
And
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe
that
not.
one.
Not that
Not in
term.
Mississippi.
Not
why
in
the fuck not? That's
not in
those are
Mississippi.
synth terms. Get with it. I came on a train from New Orleans yesterday to be the help tonight, and we got to jam a little bit, and it's gonna be very improv laden primarily.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that should
We'll
be
just
fun.
kind of see how it goes.
See what the
yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
happens.
let's just see how it runs. All right.
100%.
So, but all that's kind of going through here. Not to get too technical, but it's everything kind of has its own land, right? So the way I'm treating the bottom row here is kind of like sequence land. This will be kind of my keyboard, if you will. So I can send this out into like the voices, which is your VCOs or VCAs. You can send that, and then you can run those out into the filters, and you can use those to shape your sound. And then I use some modulation sources, like those same LFOs, which is low frequency oscillators. You can use those LFOs to modulate other stuff. So you've got that, and then the top part I'm treating as more so like a utility. So on the top you've got, obviously your clock, you've got distortion, delays, granular synths, computer generator, whatever you want to call it, and then some visuals if you want to see your waveform before you go to the next one.
Very cool.
This one's kind of cool. This is like a theremin. I can actually run this at like a light. And of course the make noise, this is the Strega, which is really fun. It's this weird thing from hell. It's a pit of madness. And then the Okos, they have this really cool tight system together, but you can use these little gold plates to kind of create these textures out of it. So when you go out of it, you can basically use these to kind of trigger other sounds while you're going through it, which is kind of interesting. But
Very good.
we'll mess around with a little bit of that, and then I'm using this as just a basic sequencer. It's a CV sequencer that I can send out. I can send out pulse, pressure, and then I've got the Tinted Music black box. And with the Tinted Music black box, you can use this to run out stereo tracks. You can record into it. You can launch samples. It's kind of an all-in-one DAW, like a computer almost. And of course the TX6 by Teenage Engineering is probably,
Smallest mixer you've
I'm
ever
telling
seen in
you,
your life.
this is the best compact mixer I've ever used in my life. It's way too expensive, but there's nothing else that does anything like it. It's
Sponsorship incoming.
yeah, seriously. I mean, it's got everything. I really want the black version, but I love that thing. It's just got a lot of possibilities, and of course the Geiger counter. This one's really fun. This is the just pure distortion, bit crushing. I may not be using that much tonight. And then we have that Korg had this little package when you bought their book where you can use this oscilloscope. So basically I can use this almost the same way as getting this little meter here. I can plug this up, and once you power this on, then you can take something like your cable and let's say, all right, well this oscillator, what is that doing actually? And I can actually take any noise source. So if I want to take just the output of this, actually the better thing would be is use this oscillator. So if I take like a square wave
Standard VCO.
and then run into your square wave, standard VCO, and run it into the scope, this will then tell you.
I'm gonna get a shot of this oscilloscope.
So now you can use this oscilloscope to kind of figure out, and you can change the speed of that to see the tuning, how fast is it going, and how accurate that is. So any of the control, like when it sends out like a control voltage or a CV out, you can actually use that as a gauge and meter to tune it, and then also use it to just gauge whatever you're doing with it, which is pretty fun. But
Very fun.
it is. It's a great utility, that's for sure. And we'll use that to power that. I won't be using that tonight. And yeah, it's kind of just a really good, just a fun noise-making atmosphere, chaos, like whatever you want to bring. It literally you can make it happen. I think it's an all-in-one system. You can record. You can just have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I had this idea where we can say, man, I don't want to do this by myself, right? I think music is good collectively, and having other people's inputs makes it more fun, better, interesting. It's not just one person trying to do one thing. Like, I really want to get you involved. That's going to be the next step. And so my buddy Giuliano here decided to bring his awesome little setup. So I don't know everything he has because it's a whole other level of madness as well. So with that said, Giuliano Rios.
Yeah. So in my case, I have the shared system, the Make Noise shared system. I have loved Make Noise for quite a while, ever since their modules were all metal plated and whatnot and not black. Alessandro Cortini, you got me into this shit.
I think he collaborated to make the Strega right there.
I believe so, yeah.
I think his name's
Which, funny enough, I don't have, soon to come. No, but the shared system, I absolutely love it. It's such a... it's funny because this is the first modular that I got, and it was during a time, it was like mid-pandemic, and it wasn't sure whether they were going to continue getting the chips that they needed in order to create the shared system. So I was like, hold on, I have some money saved, let me fucking throw this. Like, there was a whole waiting list, and I'm like, give it to me. But I would say that it's not a good beginner modular, because it is so unique. It makes you work for the sounds. But once you get the sounds, they're fucking spectacular. They're so good. Every so often, I'll be like, let me just go this way, and then like, I'll be like, oh, that's right, hold on, I have this, I have the DPO, I have this, I have that, and within the shared system, and then I fuck with it, I'm like, damn, I had that the whole fucking time. But while having this guy, I ended up getting just like, I wanted a bass-ass level A100 case, and beginning with the Piston Honda, I absolutely love the waveforms and just like that warbly fucking sounds and how sharp it sounds. I absolutely love those cold, like sharp sounds that it delivers. And it is really versatile. It's got the two oscillators on there, and it's got these modulation sources right over here, and it makes it so fucking great. This thing, I have it, but I'm not fucking using it tonight because I can't stand it. It is a pain in the ass. I got it recently. It is so versatile, but it is 100% like, you gotta just really be like, you gotta learn the manual, and I am not one for menu diving. This is my mixer. I've been wanting one of those Maliko ones because this is not enough. You never have enough VCAs, and I have this guy over here, but alas, data bender, data for my oscilloscope. The entity shit for percussion is fucking brutal. I challenge any other brand or maker of modules to kick their ass, because I don't think they can. But in any case, it would be to our benefit, those who create music. Because honestly, it just hits so fucking hard, man. I've got a Rings, the Granify, the Quadigy stuff over here. I love the Clavis stuff. Two Maliko buffers, the Morgasmatron for the filters. I love how versatile they are. I've always, even in my recordings as Senile Glitch, like all my recordings, as far as reverb, they are all fucking Valhalla, and I just love that Tip Top had that collaboration with them, because I swear by that reverb sound. It's so fucking real, and it's amazing.
Can't go wrong with
It's
Valhalla reverb.
man, it's unbelievable that they are impulses. Like, oh, we got to start.
Yeah, okay.
And then we have the Rainmaker, which is the most fucking awesome delay. It is not just a delay; it is like a sound source itself as well. Like, so,
Okay.
yeah, man. Thank
right.
you for checking that.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about what you got.
Okay, so the main thing you're hearing is this Behringer K2. It's like a Korg MS-20, but it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm driving that with this Pachinko module, which is like marbles. It's turning gate sounds on and off.
Yeah.
So I'm using that to trigger oscillators and filters and stuff up here. This is a Colossus Audio Rasp. Oh, that's a BIA. That's a Colossus Audio Rasp. That's a white noise and filtered noise and bandpass noise module. I'm sending some of that up here as well, just so that it's always got an input signal,
Yeah.
because somewhere in here there's a feedback patch. Okay.
Yeah.
All of that goes down to my mixer. This is a WMD performance mixer. I like having the big sliders, that way I can control stuff. In the FX Send, it goes to this big reverb. It's a Noise Engineering Desmodus Versio. It's a big reverb. It's like a big cave reverb. I told somebody a while ago, you can decide how big the cave is and how wet the cave is, but it's always going to sound like a cave, right? And then that goes out of there into the ampersand wear and tear, which is a cassette tape simulator module. It does all the warp and flutter and pitch changing and chorus and all that. There's other stuff in here. I've got a Basimulis Iteratus Alter. That's a drum module. I didn't use it tonight. I've got this one, the Herbs and Stones Liquid Foam. It's a 303 acid squelch synth thing. It also responds to gate signals on and off. You can see the lights flashing. That's how it determines pitch. I didn't use that tonight either. It's temperamental. It's hard to get that to match the MS-20. So I use one or the other usually, or I use one for texture.
All right. Very cool. Love this setup.
Yeah.
And
I also, sometimes I play with a Take 5, Sequential Circuits Take 5 keyboard.
I think
Jenn's
Jen
got-
had one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've nerded out about that keyboard before.
Yeah. Well,
Any other questions for me? I know it was kind of quick rundown, but
yeah, it was a very quick, very straightforward rundown. I love that. I'm excited to see your set on Friday.
yeah, it'll be this same gear, but noisier. I might bring a distortion pedal or two, I might not, I don't know. I might just let the white noise go, we'll see.
Okay.
I won't be wearing this mask for Endol, I've got a ski mask, because I'm a power electronics nerd.
Yeah, power
That's how it goes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
The big thing, really, it's a one oscillator ring modulating the other, and I'm turning them on and off, and like sending different pitches to each of them. So we got ring mod, we got like filter resonant squeals. So like think of the Q knob on a wah pedal. It's
Yeah.
like that kind of squelch. Except these get really freaky.
Yeah, you gotta.
And that's about it.
bring it down some-
Noise, tape hiss, reverb.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate y'all interviewing.